Good morning, traders. Jefferson Fosse here with Walsh Trading. Happy Tuesday, everyone. It is October 21st. A couple minutes behind schedule here today. Excuse me, it's a little after 7:45 here in the morning. Please keep in mind that futures trading does involve substantial amounts of risk. The overnight markets for the grains paused here just a few minutes ago. Let's take a look and see what the markets did yesterday, what may have happened here overnight, and what might happen here today. December live cattle inside trading day here yesterday. The trading range stayed fully within Friday's big down day. Remember, we were down 605 on Friday here in the December live cattle contracts. Yesterday we were up $1.82, so a little bit of support there, closing back up above that 10-day moving average. It's 5-day, couldn't quite get through there. That's giving you resistance right around 245.32. Stochastics hooking back down, MACD starting to weaken here a little bit. I do think it's somewhat supportive that cattle prices, live cattle prices anyway, are kind of holding against these late August highs, early September highs. I think that should be a decent support level, perhaps even down to the mid-late September highs here, somewhere in this 241.35 or so areas where I would expect the support to hold. But for now, we're holding against the August highs. See if the market can hang in there. Everybody's waiting to find out what Trump's actually going to do to reduce beef prices. Feeders, this is January contract yesterday, down 12. Big equilibrium day. You had lower lows, lower highs. Almost opening and closing at the same price. Closed 369.17, down just 12. Started the day at 369.12, so slightly higher than where we opened, but pretty much an equilibrium day. Pretty high volume here yesterday in the January contract as well. Rollover continues from the November contract. Now, feeders haven't retraced as far back technically as the fat cattle have. If they're going to go back and hold that early September, late August support, that would put them right around that 361 or so area. Closed at 369.17, so that would be about $8 or so lower. Very strong volume here yesterday. Market is kind of rolling over just a little bit. Short term, we might see some pressure, might see some pain here, but everybody's still waiting for details about how Trump intends to lower beef prices. Lean hogs, lower lows, lower highs here yesterday. Slightly down in the day, down 30, 82.07. Market's got a nice little downtrend here over the past 2 to 3 weeks. We've broken 100-day moving average support here a week and a half ago now. Market continues to go back down. Look for the support here right around that 200-day moving average, right around 80.41 or so to my eye anyhow. Christmas corn, D's corn's down $0.0125 here this morning, trading 4.22. We've had 3 days in a row where we closed up above the 100-day average here. Short-term averages, 5-10-day did hook to the buy side here yesterday. With yesterday's trade, might be turnaround Tuesday, checking that 100-day moving average support. That'd be right around that 421 area. Export inspections for corn have been decent here as of late. Market does look like it wants to push higher, but it's Tuesday, and turnaround Tuesday, sometimes we get a little bit of a turnaround. Stochastics getting relatively overbought here, up at 86 and 82 respectively, but the MACD is hooking up there. Soybeans here. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4 days now in a row so far, today included, where you've got higher highs, higher lows. Market wants to push up here a little bit. This morning we finished the overnight session $0.0175 higher in November, 10.33.5. January's the contract we want to watch from now on. We've got option expiration here. The November contracts at the end of this week, and first notice day is next week on Halloween here, so we'll keep an eye on the January. Kind of trading mid-range. Looks like it wants to head back up to trend line resistance here somewhere in January. They'd be about 10.75 Short-term averages 5-10-day. They are hooking over to the bullish side here in the January contract today. We're up above the 50, the 100, and the 200-day moving averages. Those should give us a support level here between 10.47.75 and 10.43. We're up above 1050 here as well. That nice big fat round number might offer a little bit of support here as well. December soy meals unchanged this morning. Did spike up overnight, got real close to that 100-day moving average. Is testing the trend line resistance here this morning as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, including today, of higher highs, higher lows. Short-term averages turned to the bullish side here yesterday in soy meal, closing up above that 50-day moving average. I think this is supportive. Soy meal does tend to trend higher this time of year, and it does tend to typically does a little bit better than soybeans and soybean oil do. Soybean oil, it's been chopping higher for well, about a month or so. Not really. I mean, it does have a nice little trend to it, but it's not got a whole lot of direction to it right now. 50-day moving average giving us resistance here at 51.55. Market's got a slight little uptrend to it. Short-term averages are on the bullish side here from Friday's turn. Just don't see a whole lot to get too excited about here in soybean oil at the moment. I think we're going to have ultimately resistance up around this 53-cent area, where you've got that trend line resistance up there. Looking at Chicago wheat, 2 3/4 lower here this morning. Now short-term averages, they are flipping over to the bullish side here in wheat, and equilibrium day here yesterday. Got a little push lower here this morning. Market's been trying to rally. This might be in this little buy signal right here. Might just be another whipsaw head fake here in the wheat market. I'd much rather be a buyer on strength up above yesterday's highs, which was 507 1/4. Give up a little bit to make sure you're on the right side of the trade. KC wheat short-term averages also flipped to the buy side here with yesterday's trade. There, yesterday we finished down a penny and a half in KC. This morning they're down another 2.5. Market's trying to rally. Comments are very similar to what I said for Chicago wheat. It's trying to rally. Probably better off, if you want to be bullish, buying it on strength up above Monday's high, which was 494.5 here in KC. Other markets that I've got signals in here this morning. Cocoa markets up 54 here. 59, 53 is where that at. We've kind of been sideways here for about 2 weeks. Did dip a little bit lower, doesn't have much market direction to it. Had an equilibrium day here yesterday. It's tough to get very bullish about this market, but it may want to bounce a little bit higher. Also have new signals this morning here, at least when I sat down. Let's make sure they're still here. S&P futures flipping over to the buy side here this morning. Had a very strong up day, up 71 1/4. This morning, man, we're down a quarter, tick up a quarter right now, so it's not doing too much. You've got earnings here this week. Should move the markets. NASDAQ futures also flip into the buy side. Strong up day here yesterday. Highest close that we've had here since, well, October 8th. This morning the NAS is down just about 7, 8 handles or so, not very much. Bouncing off the 50-day moving average here last week and the week before. Should give some support here to NASDAQ futures. Dow futures flipped to the buy side here yesterday as well, or with yesterday's trade anyway. This morning they're down 6. Keep an eye on the earnings here this week. And Russell futures, they're down about 4.5 here this morning. Don't have a new signal in those, but I was talking about stock indexes, so why not? Other markets that are moving around quite aggressively here today. Gold market's down $132 and change here at the moment. 2 sessions here. Big bearish engulfment today, following a big bearish engulfment on Friday. Now Monday we had a nice strong update, closed at new contract highs, but folks are getting a little bit nervous here, and speculators are wanting to pocket a little bit of profit right there. Silver's doing the same thing, $2.57 lower, 58 cents lower here right now, trading at the lowest it's been here in, well, since last Tuesday. Did dip into last Monday's trading range here. We're off the lows here a little bit, but trading below the 5-10-day moving average. Volume's not been huge yet today, but you had a big bearish day here on Friday. Small up day yesterday, very much inside yesterday's range. Today you're getting extension to the downside. I think we're looking at just a continuation here from this equilibrium-ish doji type, not quite technically a doji day that we had here last Tuesday, a week ago. Silver and gold both look like they want to rip lower from here. I appreciate you folks listening. If you have any questions, comments, or want me to cover a different market, like, share, repeat, reach out, let me know how I can help. Talk to you later.